Topic protein classification of protein function. Protein very complex molecule involved with some chemical processes are important for life. Proteins are made of small unit amino acid. The protein help in metabolism, communication, and movement in body. Protein large and complex biomolecule made of long chain amino acid to play a role in day-to-day life of food health benefit. Protein sometimes the faster. A smaller unit called amino acid protein made up. Protein consists of hydrogen, carbon, oxygen, sulfur and nitrogen. Primary structure of protein. The structure of primary structure of food polypeptide chain linked together sequence amino acid called polypeptide chain. The amino acid which are present of chain. Primary structure of protein. Protein important determine the final fold and function of the protein. Any changes frequency amino acid completely change the enter the protein. Same protein called a dipeptide bond. Similarly, say amino acid are readily form the link the tripeptide. The characteristics of peptide bond. A peptide bond will get planar, not able to charge to polar, part of double bond of characters. The protein structure, primary structure, secondary structure, polypeptide can tertiary structure, mixed highly amino acid. The aggregate two more than polypeptide quaternary structure. The secondary structure of protein. The secondary structure of protein contains the fold in the structure of polypeptide chain. The structure formed the H bond. The alpha helix and beta plated shade. Example myoglobin. The type of secondary structure of alpha helix beta plated sheet stranded loop. Structure of protein. Structure of protein is dimensional structure of multiple structure. Form of the protein greater than stability state of the polypeptide chain. The fold in the secondary structure of the protein. The tertiary structure of the and function of interdifferent molecule. Quaternary structure of protein is formed three major structural macromolecule which combination with individual polypeptide chain. The formed special combination with tertiary structure. Now as algomeric protein, a gemic hemoglobin. Quaternary structure of helping chromosome replication process. It helps in metabolism. Important protein. So protein help maintain the good shape on our body. Body damages tissue, build bone, skin and muscles. Classification but page of shape based on constitution and natural molecule. Based on shape of fibrous protein, globular protein. The based on constitution, simple protein is conjugation protein. Based on natural molecule, acidic protein. There is acidic amino acid. Example acidic protein is alpha synthetic. Basic protein of basic amino acid, acidic protein are lysine and arginine. The basis of unit protein is amino acid. Amino acid basis structural unit of protein. The consists of carbon atom, carboxyl group, hydrogen atom. Aromatic triptophan, phenylalanine. Positive charged ligand, again, negatively charged asparated glutamate. Non-polar lipid ligand and methylene isoligane. Classification of protein based on function, based on composition, based on shape, based on net value. Based on catalysis structural catalysis stage of enzyme, structural of collagen keratin, contractility of actin machine, transport of HP albumin, regulatory of insulin stage, genetic of ketone, product of IgIF. Classification based on composition, solubility, simple, conjugated derivative. Simple protein, globular protein filter, albumin, derivative globulin, protamine, proline, lactin and glutamine, ketone. Fibrous collagen, elastin, keratin. Simple protein, protein solubility source, albumin, water table sugar. A diagram is shown in sulfur bland again. Conjugated protein. It's a structure of ketone and glucose and chromos HP, hemoglobin, HP, cation, and LTL. Classification based on shape, globular, fibrous, albumin, globulin, and fibrous directed elastin, keratin. Based on nutrient value, nutritional rich, all usage, nutrient of strip reacted to gratitude, pulse made. Incomplete naturality. Classification insoluble compost is a simple conjugated derivative protein. A simple protein albumin related to albumin insoluble coagulated by heat. Acid protein contains albumin lesser than quantity. Globulin type of serum globulin, fibrinogen, myosin, muscles, globulin pulses. Pro-aluminum insoluble in water. Soluble in 70-80% aqueous alcohol. Proline, amide nitrogen, hence name of proline, definition of lysine. Example, Claydon and of heat, change of one. Collagen, insoluble in water and absorbed alcohol, dilute alcohol and acid plant protein, e.g. chloramine kit. Citronine, small and stable base of protein. Content amount of basic compound. Soluble in water. Insoluble in ammonium hydrolysis, not related coagulated by heat. Globin and hemoglobin, nucleoprotein. Protamine, simplest of protein, soluble in water, not coagulated heat. Sperm cell created in fish, tryptogen, tryptophan. Albuminated. Characteristic stability, insoluble in water and salt solution, albumin and globulin heat and different. Resistance of protocol same, fibrous and supporting structural of animals. And conjugated component proteins. A simple protein and non-protein substances process curve. The subclassified based nature of the process curve. Glycoprotein, basic protein, protamine, systemic curve. Important conjugation nucleic and chromatin. Microprotein, simple protein combination with carbohydrate and like a micropolysaccharide. Solenoid acid containing sulfate. The non-reduction sheet not precipitated to trichloroacetic acid and the pyric acid. Chromoprotein proteins contains chromin, hemoglobin, fluoroprotein, cytochrome. The lipoprotein proteins constitute lipid, natural fat, phospholipid, cholesterol, example LTL, HDL, VLDL. Metalloprotein proteins B globulin, terminal transfer by iron, copper, and zinc. Constitute 3% of total plasma protein. Globulin contains copper. The phospholipid contains phosphoric acid. Acid linked to the hydrolyzed amino acid like a serine. Casein of milk. Derivative protein. Derivative protein, the conjugated protein, the glycan, alkaline and M-chain particle completed hydrolysis. Primary derivative protein, secondary derivative protein. Primary derivative protein molecule in hydrolysis. Hydrolysis live peptide bind. Insoluble products what are the included in same particular form of globulin. Insoluble dilute salt solution, myosin from fibrin from fibrinogen. But protein formed the action of acidic and alkaline upon the protein the insoluble natural soluble. The coagulated protein insoluble creating the alcohol natural cooked meat and cooked albumin. Secondary derivative protein fermented hydrolyzed salivage peptide bound protein molecule protease peptone peptide. Protease hydrolyzed protein soluble in water non-covalent heat. Protease. Peptone hydrolyzed produce structural produce soluble in water non-covalent heat. Composite related to amino acid water soluble not covalent. Peptine peptone peptide amino acid. Classification of function. Catalytic same function of biologic live in the cell by catalysis. The reaction rate of million-fold. Regulatory protein hormone, lower concentration, maintenance of complex metabolic reaction. Example, growth hormone, insulin. Production antibody, product defensive infection, function protein other substance I fight against disease immunoglobulin. Produce a peeling and lymphoid cell responsible antigen fibrin blood. Source proteinase. The major class of protein is function of strong nutrient. The growth embryo, essential for amino pulses globulin, creatine protein, rice protein, egg and albumin, milk casein. Transport protein is blended transport and specific type of through hemoglobin, myoglobin, transport acquisition mix lipoprotein, lipid band and serum part to the albumin and transport in the blood. Toxic protein. It is present gastrobane, extremely toxic. MCM in inhibitor ability proteins. Lectin, toxic protein present in the lumen. Accumulated red blood cell. Bacteria toxic acid chloride. Snake protein in the nature. Structural protein. Structural material important compound of cellular fluid. Example, myosin muscle, creatine, keratin, and care, collagen and connective tissue. Controlvative actin myosin function essential element controlvative system skeletal muscle. Second, secretory protein, fibrin protein secreted by spiders and silkworm form web. Primary, secondary, tertiary, quaternary. This is point of peptide hydrogen ionic tables to the ionic disulfide hydrogen hydrolytic group. Biological role of proteins and amino acid. The protein structural compound of protoplasm cell tissue. Protein natural antibiotic hemoglobin also present. Diet required to maintenance of growth of healthily functioning in the body. Protein the role in the transporting the cell outer material through pathway. Starvation critical condition for energy. Also play major protein excreted during the blood examination. The disease-related malnutrition deficiency of protein symptoms of disease slow down the growth, odemia, and change of skin, hair, pigmented texture. The stage of malnutrition type of deficiency, disease of the large family size, poor mental health, poor environmental condition to delay to supplementary fitting. Marasmus, disease of infantile from old age. 1 year age in a casual protein, carbohydrate, other nutritional factor is deficiency. Protein and energy deficiency of Maramus likely poor people, weakened immunity, increase the supplement infection, organ digestion function, liver problem, hormone imbalance, fluid dead. At age of maximal insulin, odemia, fatty, and the Maramus table column, age difference, absent of odemia, lipase, amylose, serum, MCM, different Maramus and calcium. Malnutrition, temper for the condition but does not reserve nutrient proper function. Malnutrition may range of mild and lifestyle. The paper into patient has inactivity intake the calories. It may be related deficiency on particular nutrient, for example, vitamin C deficiency. Function of protein, enzyme protein, function of enzyme proteins, metabolic processing of our cells, stomach digestion, liver function, blood clotting, metabolic. Hormonal protein, chemical secreted endocrine gland. Structural protein is important for the fibrous proteins, developing muscles, bone and cartilage. Deficient proteins help into the antibody attacking, developing the white cell blood attract bacteria. Transport protein, function of transport protein, collaboration useful of observation, calcium and intestinal wells, bottom material in the cell body, stored protein like potassium, ovulum, casein, milk and egg fold, receptor protein which enter the leaves, the cells, contract protein, heart muscle contraction, heart complication, produce survey contract too. The consolation protein. Protein is complex biomolecule built in black and living organic amino acid protein. They consist constitution of a natural molecule. Four level of primary, secondary, tertiary, quaternary structure of protein. Two types of protein amino acid. Heat test. Protein is solvent boiled in water. The protein jet coagulating test of biological activity. Denaturation protein. The tricholoid TCA normal peptide protein information solution TCA denatured protein. The test reagent consider copper sulfate in alkaline medium when the reagent hydrology test HCl, H2O, HOO or alkaline like sodium hydroxide, potassium hydroxide etc. Synthetic neutral aromatic amino acid protein yellow color concentration nitric acid used to the nitrogen. Melanin touch polonic protein mercury sulfate in the sodium nitrate sulfuric acid gives the red color. Precipitation touch salt ammonium sulfate sodium chloride TCA acetic hydrochloric acid ammonium and polypeptide copper or mercury salt organic solvent acetone acid. Item of fruit juice test producer result and information table said greater than the amino acid result. Protein is present. Other colorless solution, fruit juice, nitrogen regained boiled 5 minutes. To brown pepper add to drop of fruit juice present is fat. Touch of saliva fat feeding. Pure test, gravity test, and in hydrogen test. Sweet of pure test, solubility in hydrogen test. Urine pure test, solubility test. The result of the present of fat and protein amino acid present is in the testing for result.